welcome back. My name is Ron. This is my PlayStation 5 Bedrock Edition Survival Series. It's a Let's Play. I like to check in with the progress I've been doing on the world and showing off some of the creations I've made. Also just exploring the world. It's something I'm calling Season 2 now. This is the second episode, and so let's get into it. We left off right around here. This is my starting area. It's very close to spawn, but it looks a little different now. So the scenery is still the same, but I've created this starter house. It's mostly deep slate, uh, stones, some copper, and some local wood. Uh, Went for a raised off the ground kind of style. And down here I have the storage room. I've got a method to my madness, or method to my storage system. So this is where it all starts. I have most of my food in these chests, the wood in that chest, tools. These are kind of empty right now. This is stone. Actually, this is dirt, gravel, and sand. Over here we've got cobblestone, then the deep slates and tufts, things like that. And then over here, I call this a materials chest. It's all the other stuff that's sort of parts or components, raw material, ores, things like that. I've got some furnaces going up here. I put some dispensers up above it just for giggles. A lot of this material is being pulled from a trial chamber that's underneath my base. So I used a lot of material like these copper lanterns from that. So I've got all my tools set up here. I've got some extra stuff on some shelves up here. Probably put my boat up there now. Put my helmet back on. Probably don't need a bed to carry around with me. These shelves are becoming more and more useful for me the more I play the game. So I raised the location of the house so you could get some really cool views of all the different terrain nearby and such. I've started mapping out some of the areas here. This is where we are right here. I also have on this side a more detailed version of the map. This is a 3x4 map, and then this one over here is a 4x4. Again, more windows, views, open views. I put that there as sort of like a ruin, kind of like the one that's way over there we saw in the last episode. Down there I've got some raft floating farm kind of situation going on there. So thought that would be a neat, fast way to get some crops growing early on. We've expanded quite a bit since then, though, and just looking forward to showing you more of this. Up here we've got the starts of our enchanting area, and what do we got? We're almost at 30 again. Right now we have an enchanted pickaxe that's efficiency and unbreaking 3, and then another one with silk touch and unbreaking 3 and efficiency 4. So that's a nice setup for early game. This is a dripstone lava machine. It's very basic. It just has a bucket of lava there, and it just drips down. This is the castle-y kind of towery part of my build. Gives me more views. The flower forest is now mostly becoming a flower field. I'm working on clearing out a lot of the trees up here and then replacing them, or just letting the flowers take over. Again, the view up here is amazing. I have various ways to get to this parts of this world because it isn't as obvious or as easy to get around. But I'm making my way with paths, slowly reaching out further into the world. So down here is a water area, dock kind of thing. This is the stony shore kind of coastline right here we set up our base on. And like I said, I've got these farms here. We've got a sugarcane one, and then some wheat over here. That's not supposed to be there. That was bugging me earlier. I don't remember why that got there, but so we have a nautilus. He's tamed, and he has a saddle, and he's pretty cool. So we'll take him for a little spin here. It's really nice. It's a good way to experience the underwater parts of the world, that is, and he just does his thing. You don't have to worry about drowning. You will see drowned hanging out at the bottom of these oceans, biomes, and such. But yeah, so now of course we can go exploring some underwater caves, see what's down here. A lot of these underwater caves have actual dry caves underneath them, but early game it would be almost impossible to get down here. You would have to have some really good gear to be able to do that. But yeah, so there's some glow squid down here. So yeah, a new way to explore the depths of Minecraft. We'll just tie him back up and check out some more of the base. So, oh, that's the turbo speed thing. Oh, that's good to know. Still learning the things about this new update. So we need to tie him back up because he's just like the happy ghast or some of the other mobs. Not as bad as horses. Horses are the worst. They don't stay still for anything. So we have a tunnel this way. It goes under all this water over here and ends up over there in the base of those foothills. And then over here we have the start of a cow farm underground. It's a cow farm. And then over here we've got the start of a sheep farm. Again, it's just a start, but it's something get us going. Then this is my main mine shaft or tunnel down into where I've been mining. I've been doing a little bit of decorating as I go, a little more than I normally would. But we get down to about here, just about at deep slate level, and we've got the makings of a trial chamber. We're here at a trial chamber, and then trial chambers are full of skeletons. So I don't know if these guys are leaking from the trial chamber or what, but they're a little deadly down here sometimes. But I have some iron armor that helps a bit. Also helps when the skeletons just fight each other too. But yeah, so if you poke our heads in here, you can see this is a trial chamber. Whoa, it's gonna be over super quick. All right. Anyway, it's a little deadly down here sometimes, so we'll just trust me. That's a trial chamber. I've poked around in there a little, and I'll do more with it later on, I'm sure. But one of the things I've been doing is been mining it and taking all the blocks that I can and using them to build my starter house. So we'll just leave those guys alone for a while. They are reminding me that I'm a little soft and squishy when it comes to being near them. It's already night again. Got a wandering trader there. I don't use doors, I use gates. Mobs can break down, or zombies can break down wooden doors on hard. I'm not playing on hard, just always used fence gates for doors. It's just a habit I got into a long time ago, and I'm not really planning on changing it anytime soon. So this is my horse. He is very fast, or he's pretty fast, but he can jump like crazy, and so that makes him very handy. So down here, if we do this the right way, this is my, like I said, my mine shaft tunnel to the other side of the map, or the other side of this bay, inlet waterway. So I have just a little place here, set up a little base camp, but I didn't think that would be a bridge appropriate kind of stretch of land or water to cross. So we can get a different view of the base from here. A lot of this terrain is not horse friendly. There's a lot of holes and various things, but yeah, this is where I've set up home, and then off in this direction we have a lot of hills, mountains, lots of terrain height to go through. There's a bit of a jungle, and then this is the what is that called? Stony Peaks. Those are Stony Peaks, and those are snowy peaks or jagged peaks. Or I have jagged, snowy. Maybe that's snowy, and the other was jagged. But I'm still learning the way the land and terrain go around here. But I've been exploring it and using the horse a lot more to get around, and like I said, I've created some maps, and that helps too. It helps me visualize, you know, directions and various things. But yeah, so over here we're coming to one of the nearby villages. I've already done some exploration over here, and I basically made the village safe for now. They can't get eaten by the zombies or what have you, and this horse can jump. But it's very close to my spawn area and such, which is back there where those trees are. I've created a series of paths and bridges to this area, and we'll check those out here shortly too. But yeah, this village is secure. It's a bit of a mess. Its height is very. It's not villager friendly. It's not horse friendly. But I'll come back and terraform it at some point, and that should be some kind of update in the future I'll be doing. I'm not in any rush to do anything really. Just kind of relaxing with the early game, building up my resources, upgrading some tools and such. I really should fill that in or something. There's a chasm right here, and lots of scary stuff down there. There's another village off that way. There's a fairly good series of tunnels and caves down in there. And this is another thing with the Mounts of Mayhem, is that your horses don't dismount you when you get in water, which is a huge improvement. It only took 15 years to figure that one out, but I'm really enjoying that feature. Again, this is another village, a plains village, more in a plains area than on the side of a hill or a mountain, and they they've been all put been put away safely in their respective buildings. And there's yet another village off that way. So at some point, I'll be connecting a lot of these villages up to each other with paths and figure out what I'm going to do for a place to call home. This is only a part of one of the maps, and there's 4 maps that I have got an idea what the terrain is on, and it'll be a fun process just going through all of that. All right, so if we go back here, we will get back on these paths and bridges and such. So yeah, this area had a lot of water, a lot of rivers, and it was kind of difficult to traverse with the horse. So I made some bridges, and this is all flower forest again, which is just absolutely gorgeous. Um, Taking away a lot of the forest. I will be putting some of the forest back. I'm going to try to use some giant taigas as giant spruces to mark the way, to get a sense of, if you see one of those trees, you're probably on one of those paths. I found a pink sheep just kind of wandering here. I didn't dye him yet or anything. He just showed up that way. So I can remember years and years ago when you'd be like, "What? You found a pink sheep? No way." But I mean, they seem to be more common now, but or maybe I just play it so much you'll see them anyway. So back here to starter base, and yeah, it's like I said, it's mostly aged copper, deep slate, and some wood. It's it's mostly a place to store stuff. Um, I think it's functional. It's not ugly. It's not beautiful. It's not super detailed, but that's kind of the style I go for. Function and such. So this path goes back to where spawn is. Spawn isn't 0.0. Spawn is here. Um, and this is sort of a little safety room. It's got some armor and there's some food, some various things like that here to help help me recover if I have some kind of catastrophic death or whatever, or lose my bed and have a death. But having my starter base so close to spawn, it's just a quick walk over here. It's not that bad at all. Um, so yeah, that's some of the stuff I've been doing for the past few days, or 3 or 4, or whatever it's been. I do wanna keep exploring out into those mountains. There's a lot of different biomes very close to here. Like I said, there was some jungle. That's just jungle right over there. Um, there's dark oak up that way, and lots of possibilities, lots of things to do in here. So trying to think if there's much of anything else to go over. Yeah, like I said, I did a little bit of map exploration, so there's some swamp up to the north, where right here, this is where this first range of mountains is, and then there's another series behind it. Um, these are what you call 4x4 maps, level 4. Um, and the plan is to stay within the boundaries of 4 of these 4x4 maps. Uh, it should give me plenty of stuff to do, play with, keep the file size relatively low on the PlayStation, so I don't have any kind of corruptions or slowdowns or errors or whatever when the map gets too big. This is a more zoomed in version of that same map. As you can see in here, it's a series of like rivers and small islands and such. And then, you know, there's a lot of possibilities. I've also been just doing some like basic fishing right here, pulling up early game materials and things. So yeah, that's that's where we're at. Um, it's probably a little shorter than I expected, but that's okay. My name is Ron. This has been my PlayStation Let's Play series on a PlayStation 5. I play in survival on a Bedrock version of Minecraft. Uh, I'll let you. Yeah. I'll check in with you again with. I'll check in with you again when I have some more things to show off or to show what I've found in this new world of mine. Thank you for watching. Bye.